Hey homegirls, my name is Heidi with Happilythrivingheidi and welcome.
Up first I'm going to take these really darling mini candle stem holders. I think that's what they are. I'm going to link the product down below. This little birdhouse, again, I'll link it down below where I can. And then these popsicle sticks I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Start by cutting off any ribbon that might be at the top of these mini birdhouses. I love this one because it had a little heart. And then I'm going to take some E6000 and I'm going to put it on two sides of this little mini candlestick holder. And I'm going to then take some hot glue on the other two sides. This is to make sure that it really holds in place nicely over time and it doesn't break off very easily. The hot glue dries much quicker than the E6000 to hold it in place, and when the E6000 dries, then it's really held in place nicely. And then I'm going to take some white paint, and you can do this with any color. For Valentine's Day you could do a pink or red, it's up to you, but I'm going to go with white because I just love the look of white in my home. And once I've got it all painted, I'm then going to take these popsicle sticks. I think you can do so many amazing things with popsicle sticks. I really love the look of them on craft projects because it gives you that wood element and you can get it for such a cheap price. Go ahead and cut it down to size and then just line them up so you know what size you need on the other ones, and then with some scissors just snip off those pieces. Then I'm going to create some wood shingles on top of this little birdhouse, and it really elevates the look versus it just being, you know, a traditional little birdhouse that you would see at a craft store. I love doing this to these little houses because you can really customize them and make them look so cute and special for your home decor. Once you've got one side done, you're going to go ahead and just do the other side as well. Once again, trace the pieces that you need, snip off the ends. Cutting them cracks me up because these things kind of shoot off everywhere, so just be aware of that when you're doing this project. You could cut them into like a towel or a cloth of some kind so they don't shoot off all over the place. And then once you've got those all glued in place, to finish off the top of the roof line, you're going to take two more thin pieces. You're going to cut them down to size and put them on opposite side to create a really nice finish on top of your roof. When you've got those glued into place and they look nice and finished, you'll get to move on to either leaving the wood raw, or you could paint it or stain it or whatever. Now look at how nice and finished the top of it is. So you just put some hot glue and then put two of them butted up to each other going the opposite direction. Once you've got those all in place, I took some black and brown paint. I used the majority of brown paint with a little dot of black just to darken it up some, to give it more of a farmhouse finish stain versus it just being brown. I like to add just a little bit of black, tiny little dot, and then I'm using some water to make it into like a whitewash type of a stain. So instead of having to, you know, go out and buy actual stain, this is my best way that I get around doing it. And so many of you have given so many great tips on how to create a stain look with paint. This is my personal favorite way to do it because it's super cheap and cost efficient. And then I just take a small brush and I just go over all of the popsicle sticks, making sure I don't miss a spot. See how pretty it is when you use the black and the brown mixed combo together? It just looks so nice. Today for my Friend Friday, I am partnering up with Wendy from White Sparrow Living. She is the sweetest person. She and I are both from California, and I just love her sunshine, sweet spirit. Her projects over in her gallery are so beautiful, and today I've got a sneak peek, so make sure you go over, check her out, and let her know that I sent you. You will love her if you've never been to her channel before. For my second DIY, I'm going to take this 6x6 plaque that you can pick up at the Dollar Tree. They have all sorts of these over in their framing section, and I'm going to cover it up with some paint to give it a chalk finished look. I'm just taking some white and some black paint, mixing it together to create a dark slate gray color. Then I'm going to just simply go over it really quickly, the whole thing, making sure that it's nice and covered. I'm not worrying about the inside. I do sometimes like to paint the inside, so just know that if you want that nice finished look on both sides, you can paint both sides. Then once you've got it all covered and it's drying over to the side, you're going to take some of these wildflowers that they have right now at the Dollar Tree. These are some of their new spring flowers that they're bringing out. I cut off all of the greenery stems, and this is how I create a cool vine from the Dollar Tree where you can get a nice look with this. I think this is the coolest technique to do this. I figured this out a couple days ago on a project. I love to just put some glue on the end and glue the petals onto each other, and it makes a nice long vine. Once you've got those glued together and they're off to the side drying, and you've made it as long as you want, you're then going to take a ruler, and again, if you have a silhouette, you can always cut these out on your silhouette, but I want everybody to see that you don't have to have one of those machines to be able to make a pretty sign. You're going to just simply take a ruler with a pencil, sketch on a saying or phrase that you like, or a quote, whatever it is. And then you're going to take a small tip brush and you're going to go over the letters and just take your time and have fun with it. I've had so many people asking me about how I hand paint my letters, and it just is something I've practiced for many years, and it's such a fun project to do when you're just sitting and watching TV to practice to get better and better at. And it really is the truth. The more you practice your hand painting with your letters, the better you will get. I think hand painted letters are so pretty, and it's such a personalized look and touch to your projects. So you can just see how I'm just taking my time here. I'm not rushing through it. And this is a great project. Like I said, put on a movie, put on some music, and just have a good time just painting them. And if you ever make a mistake, you can always add the same color back onto it, paint it, and then start all over again. So I highly recommend trying it and picking up this skill. It's such a fun thing if you don't have a cutting machine. Now, once that vine has been sitting for a little bit and it's nice and dry, we're then going to turn it into a little mini wreath. I like to use some hot glue on the leaves to pinch them together onto the vine pieces. Once you've got that, then you can wrap it and twirl it all around into a circle. And then take some ribbon from the Dollar Tree, loop it at the top, and then with some more hot glue, you're going to find your placing and put it right onto the top of your frame. You want it so that the little wreath is going to allow it to circle around your painting on the front of it with your phrase or your quote, and then just bring that ribbon up around the top and the back, and then make sure you hot glue everything into place so that it looks nice and finished. You don't see the top of the ribbon. Have it go back around the back side and glue it down.
If you are new here and this is the first time you're visiting, welcome. My name is Heidi from Happily Thriving Heidi. I'm so excited you stopped by. If you like what you see, click that subscribe button and stick around, because every single Monday and Friday I am posting new DIY videos.
For our third project today, we're going to take these painter sticks that I picked up from Home Depot. They have 10 in a pack. I think they're about $1.50 for the pack. I picked up two of those packs, and then one of these wood hearts from the Dollar Tree. You're going to open up those painter sticks and you're going to lay out 13 of them together, just like I'm doing here. And this is because we want to create a big enough surface for our heart to be able to be placed on them to create a really pretty farmhouse Valentine's Day sign. Once you've got 13 of them in a row and you like how they're spaced out, so it has that shiplap feel to it, you're then going to take some more painter sticks, break them down so that they fit the length that you have, and you're going to just lay them on, again with the spacing that you like, and hot glue them into place. Once you've got those all hot glued into place, you're then going to flip it over on the other side and add some more to give it more sturdy support so that this doesn't break. I like to make sure that things are really, really strong whenever I use these. So you're gonna see that I'm putting it on both sides, and then in a second you're gonna see that I'm going to also use a staple gun to really make sure everything is all strong and in place and it doesn't break if you ever drop it. Now, I get asked all the time about my staple gun. I'm going to link it down below. I bought it from Amazon. I love this thing. It's great for your craft room if you just want to be able to staple something together really quickly. And I'll also link the staples. They come with different sizes. And how I get the right staple size, I just hold it up to the actual product just to make sure that it's the right size. Then I'm going to take some white paint and some water in a cup, and I'm just going to whitewash my really cute background for this project. I think it has a really great shiplap feel to it. So I'm going to come back in again with that black and brown wood stain that I did earlier to show you all that you can create with paint. And then you're just going to go over your heart, the whole thing. Now you're going to see that when I was picking it up, I actually had a white painted thumb. You can see it right there on the heart. Sometimes that happens where you touch things, and it's okay. We're going to cover it up with a bow in a few seconds here on this project, but go ahead and go over the whole heart with that wood stain that we created. And then once you've got the sides all covered and the top all covered, you're going to let it sit over to the side and let it dry for a few moments. Now I wanted to create more of a distressed wood, beech wood look to it, so I'm going to take some light gray. This was a clay gray that I picked up from Walmart, and then you're just going to lightly dry brush all over it just to distress it a little bit more and to create more of a beachy weather feel. You could paint this wood whatever color you want. If you wanted to go really traditional, you could do pink and red. It's up to you as the artist to be able to play with the colors. I've had a couple people say, why so much farmhouse look on my projects, and it's really just what's trending right now, but I have some other projects coming up in the future that are not going to be so farmhouse. So to support our heart in the middle, you're then going to take another one of these painter sticks. You're going to staple it down with some hot glue as well, and then you're going to put your heart right onto it. And I want to make sure that this really stays on well, so I'm going to put some hot glue first, and this heart is going to cover up those seams where we brought together those painter sticks. And then you're going to take your staple gun and you're going to staple it on the sides where your bow is going to be covering them up. So I'm using 3 staples on it, 1 in the center where that middle part is and 2 on the other side. And then this bow is going to go right on it so you don't even see those staples anymore, and it has a really pretty clean finished look. Now I've had so many people asking, where is the bow video? It's coming, I promise. I'm actually going to be posting it. I think it's February 10th. It's a Monday, so keep a lookout. It is coming.
Leave a comment down below to let me know which one was your favorite DIY that I did in this video. Thanks so much for stopping by today and being my friend. Until the next episode, bye homegirls!